So fashion is a huge part of our culture these days. Do you know what else it's also a huge part of? Polluting our environment. We are buying and making more clothes than we can need or even store. In 2010, the clothing textile industry made over $2,560 trillion. In China alone, millions of tons of fabrics get thrown away just because they're dyed the wrong color. In 2012, the Pollution Map database had over 6,000 cases of textile manufacturing companies violating laws. The laws that they violated include discharging wastewater out of hidden pipes, discharging untreated pollutants, and going over the maximum pollutant allowed. Manufacturing of polyester, which is one of the most popular textiles used, is also one of the biggest pollution contributors. Manufacturing of polyester requires crude oil, releases emissions and gases such as hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is very toxic to humans, animals, and our land. It's so powerful it can even damage metal. Humans ingesting hydrogen chloride can experience rapid breathing, blue coloring of the skin, swelling of the throat, suffocation, and even death. EPA considers many textile manufacturing companies to be hazardous waste generators. Not only does the manufacturing of clothes pollute our environment, but clothes are also a huge part of our landfills. Stay tuned to learn more about what's harming our environment and how we can help stop the harm.
I just want
Hello, I'm here to give you the truth about our trash. In 1960, we generated 88.1 million tons of trash. In 2013, we generated 156 trillion tons of trash. That's 166 million tons more of trash in 50 years. Keeping our fashion industry in mind, in 2013, 11.1% of all trash was clothing and textiles. Landfills pollute our environment in two main ways, by air and by water. When it comes to air pollution, there are over 10 toxic gases that landfills produce. The most serious is methane. Methane is produced by the decaying of organic matter. It's been shown that children who live near hazardous waste dump sites have a significantly decreased height, and people who live by landfills in general are prone to heart attacks and lung disease more so than others who don't live near landfills. When it comes to water pollution, the liquid, or as the professionals call it, the lechete, that drains from landfills is very harmful. Even though municipal landfills may not legally receive hazardous waste, the lechete that leaks from those landfills is just as harmful as the lechete that leaks from hazardous waste landfills. The toxins go into the waterways and ultimately end up in our homes and our drinking water. TCE is a carcinogen found in wastewater liquids. It would take less than 4 drops of TCE mixed in with the water of an average swimming pool, which is 20,000 gallons. Only 4 drops mixed in with that would deem it undrinkable. Not only do these pollutions cause harm to humans, animals, and our earth directly, but they also contribute to global warming. The Center for Disease Control reports that heat waves caused by global warming cause more deaths annually than earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and tornadoes combined. Stay tuned to learn more about how we can battle all of these environmental problems.
I just want
Shopping and donating at Goodwill can help keep the pollutants out of our environment. In 2014, the Goodwills in Iowa alone kept more than 29 million materials out of the landfills. And through an agreement with Dell Computers, the e-waste program processed 500,000 pounds of electronics, 9 million pounds of things kept out of the landfill in Iowa alone just because of Goodwill. The clothing that doesn't sell at Goodwill or is donated but not in good enough shape to be sold is sent to textile recycling manufacturers. One of those factories is Bernard Bill Secondary Textiles. Most of the fabrics recycled are turned into rags and washcloths overseas. The clothes that some of those companies don't keep for recycling, some of it is sent to other countries who are less fortunate, such as Africa. Clothes are sold in Africa by the crate for very, very low prices. There are so many things that Goodwill does to keep things out of the landfill. This helps battle all of those pollutions caused by the fashion industry and by the landfills. I urge everyone to shop and donate at the Goodwill to help battle all of these environmental problems.